Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Definition of land transportation. The development of land transportation in Indonesia cannot be separated from the history of transportation itself. First of all, we need to understand that transportation in general is the activity of transporting or moving something from one place to another. Land transportation is all forms of transportation using roads to transport passengers or goods. Early forms of land transportation were using horses, donkeys, or even humans to carry goods across the trails. As trade developed, roads were leveled or widened to accommodate activities. The wheel was later invented. If you look at the history of the development of land transportation technology in the country, various sources state that is directly related to the current political situation at the time. Previously, our society was very familiar with traditional vehicles such as horses, wagons, carts, andong, and tricycles. As personal transportation, goods and mass transportation gradually, this type of vehicle began to be replaced. The movement of the times with the pace of technology and of course cannot be separated from the intervention of the ruling regime to become an unstoppable force. Slowly but surely, vehicles such as bicycles, motorbikes, cars, and trucks are coming to fill the streets throughout the country. It should be noted that the arrival of the Dutch who had colonized Indonesia, people more or less contribute to the development of our transportation technology. Call it the dangerous line that stretches across the island of Java and presence of trains as modern mass transportation along with other supporting infrastructure. Of course, we must not forget the setbacks that accompany the manufacturing process, such as cruelty of the colonizer with an iron fist who arbitrarily took the lives of workers who at that time 99% were indigenous people. Land transportation is the most dominant mode of transportation in Indonesia compared to another transportation modes such as air transportation and sea transportation. This is shown from the 2001 national audit data, which illustrates that about 95% of passenger and freight trips use land transportation modes. The large percentage reflects the high dependence of the Indonesian population on this mode of transportation. Therefore, land transportation development planning is a top priority in the context of Indonesia overall development. The development of land transportation is needed not only to overcome the transportation problems that occur today, but also to answer transportation problems that are expected to arise in the future. For this reason, it is necessary to develop a policy framework for the development of land transportation in the form of master plan. The generation of this land transportation master plan generally contains a description of the general description of Indonesia conditions that will affect future land transportation, such as Indonesia geographical conditions, demographic conditions, and socio-cultural developments, and so on. In addition, planning and legal products related to future land transportation planning are also studied, such as the National spatial plan, national transportation system, and related regulation. The condition of land transportation in Indonesia, which includes roads, trains, rivers, lakes, and crossing, as well as urban areas, as well as the current pattern of land transportation travel, both for passenger and goods, are also described to provide an overview of the current condition of land transportation in Indonesia. In detail, this general description of land transportation in Indonesia is the data and information that forms the basis for formulating general plans and programs for the development of land transportation in Indonesia.